Every element in the known universe was created after the Big Bang, when the first stars were born and evolved. The first element that was formed was hydrogen, followed by helium, lithium, and eventually all the known elements we recognize today. After the element of oxygen was formed in the cores of the first generations of stars, water originated from the binding of hydrogen and oxygen. In one form or another, water is found in abundance in the universe. But in its liquid form, like the water on Earth, it is quite unique. Without it, there would be no life that we know of. But water is so much more than hydrogen and oxygen. There is still an endless amount of energy in our own solar system, and far beyond. The sun brings more energy to our Earth in an hour than we can consume with all of humanity in a whole year. And water responds to this energy. Water is a broadband absorber of electromagnetic fields and is in constant communication with these fields. And this has amazing consequences. We are all surrounded by electromagnetic waves, such as those from the sun and the moon. When we zoom in on all the electromagnetic waves that surround us, we realize that there is so much more than just visible light. All this energy is sent to Earth. Until now, it was a mystery how all of this affects one of the most essential elements on Earth. Water is amazing. It does so much more than we humans think it does. It absorbs 70% of all this incoming energy, and thus literally keeps us and the whole Earth alive. And it does so on a molecular level. In order to carry these enormous amounts of energy, water uses constantly changing and balancing molecule structures. When water molecules resonate with a particular electromagnetic field in unison, it becomes part of this coherent field. We call this coherent water. We discovered that coherent fields are vital for biological systems, and when all the elements in a system are in coherence, this takes the least amount of energy. Coherent water provides this balance in biological systems, in plants, animals, and humans. To understand how water responds to electromagnetic waves, you can look at it as a radio receiver. By moving the dial up and down the spectrum of radio waves, it will pick up different frequencies. Only when the dial is set to the optimum position, the signal is best received. Because of its variety in crystalline structures, water can resonate with a myriad of electromagnetic waves and quantum fields. And, like a radio, adjusting the crystalline structure of water, it can be balanced to receive the optimum spectrum. However, as coherent fields become more chaotic, we see more negative effects on biological systems. What does all this mean for living beings like us humans? 99% of all our trillions of molecules in our body are very light water molecules. But all those water molecules together make up 70% of our body weight. We consist of only 1% of heavier biomolecules, which make up 30% of our body weight. When you think about it, we are very clever water, an element that influences every system in our body. Knowing all that, we need water that is clean, unpolluted, which doesn't carry disturbing and unhealthy frequencies due to various forms of pollution. Because of all this, the quality of water is of extreme importance. Most of our water today is polluted, not just chemically, but also energetically. Today's common treatment of water takes out the chemical pollution, but does not balance the damage done to the coherent fields. Unbalanced water does not provide optimum of health benefit. Water wants to behave in coherent fields that optimize biological systems. That's why at Analemma we revitalize water, restore it to its natural state, and keep it in this condition. How do we do this? Driven by our passion for a cleaner and healthier planet, we have been carrying out intensive groundbreaking research to understand the relationship between light, energy, and water. We have the ability to restore the coherent domains in water in a natural way, and this has a direct effect on biological systems. At Analemma, we've developed the technology to treat an unlimited amount of water that will remain stable in its coherent state even after a long period of time, and even build up a resistance to harmful influences over time. The applications for this groundbreaking technology are endless, but let's consider a few real-world examples. A recent study has shown that our technology did not only purify a ditch with polluted water, it also had a direct and significantly positive effect on the ecological environment. Plants irrigated with this purified water showed to have more energy, better resistance, and a richer soil live. Another study revealed that coherent water has a direct and positive effect on the number of mitochondria. The number of mitochondria plays an important role in the overall aging process and the battle against chronic diseases. Our research shows an increase of energy found in plants and seeds after treatment with coherent water. A study by Glycan Age showed that drinking analemma water for a period of 3 months resulted in an average of 4-year biological age revitalization. Glycans are sugar molecules that surround and modify proteins in your body. They respond to your lifestyle choices and indicate the inflammatory state of your immune system, which in turn determines your biological age. In the Glycan Age study, a group of subjects of both sexes and various ages were tested on the effects of analemma water. After a base point Glycan Age test, the subjects drank at least 1 liter of analemma water daily for 3 months. The study showed that after the endpoint Glycan Age test, all of the participants except one experienced 1 to 12 years biological age revitalization. And studying the brainwaves of subjects treated with coherent water, we found more harmony in the communication between the left and right hemisphere of the brain, in effect, leading to a sense of calmness. These are a few examples of the research that we've done in the last 12 years. To list all of it in this animation would be excessive, but most of our research is thoroughly documented. It is in our research that we've learned how to effectively clean and restore water to its natural state for healthy living. The result is analemma vital water. And not just that. At our laboratories, we research the importance and role of undisturbed and balanced water for healthy soil, seeds, food, and healthy living, as nature intended it to be. Analemma full-spectrum coherent water, a vital technology for restoring our blue planet.